going to be so much higher. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see how this looks. We may have to mess with stuff though. Yeah, that's too high. I don't like how high that is. Because then you can't really see the table. But we can move this around. Let's see. We're going to mess with this. See where it does. Yeah, it's a little too high. I don't think I can get it much lower than that. Nope. Let's see. We can get down a little bit. Let's see. A little bit better. A little bit better. Alright. Gotta get the iPad if I'm gonna run it this way. What's up, Gaming with Tommy? What's happening? Just out here messing around. See if I can get my live up and running and see how I'm gonna run it for tonight. I'm not quite sure how I want to do it tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna run through OBS or if I'm gonna run through my phone. I'm just doing some testing because YouTube's weird. It seems like I've tested sometimes where OBS, I don't get a lot of viewers. But then if I stream straight from the phone, I do. But then again, it's Saturday, so, you know, in the middle of the day, so you never know how many viewers we might get. You know, so we're just messing with it, kind of seeing what can come of it. But see, I'm already up to 8 viewers right now. So with 8 viewers, that's already better than I did earlier streaming through OBS. I really think YouTube is not a big fan of streaming through OBS software. I really, really do. Because again, I'm already up to 16 watchers. So if you're on here right now in the middle of the day, y'all are awesome. Thanks for being here. Like I said, we're just we're doing some testing because I think Lady Llama and I are going to go live tonight, and we're going to probably give away a T-shirt tonight from the channel, and we're going to do our live donation to a veterans organization for all the super chats that people have given us. We always want to give back. We never want to take granted that we're doing super chat and we're not applying that money. So who I got? Honoram, do you have a Springfield Echelon? No, I do not. To be honest though, this pistol right here is a Springfield Prodigy. It's the 5-inch Springfield Prodigy. I don't have an Echelon though. I think I want to get one though, just because they're solid. They really are. Who else is on here? Yeah, gaming, it might be a little bit of lag. Khan Sahab. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, Honoram, no Echelon. Like I said, I think I want to get one. So, and sorry if I'm leaning in a lot because normally I would have my iPad out here so I could actually see the chat in front of me, but I don't have it out here, so I'm kind of having to lean back and forth to see the chats from y'all because I don't want to not interact with you and chat with you. So I certainly want to do that with y'all. So, but again, tonight, I believe 9:30 or 10, Lady Llama and I believe are going to go live, and we are going to be giving away a T-shirt on the live. So you got to be in the live to get the T-shirt, or a chance to win. And then we're going to spin our wheel and we're going to give our first super chat donation, so that everyone sees that we truly are helping veterans organizations and stuff like that tonight. So we're going to do that. So let me see who's in the chat here. Who do we got? Tyrone, can you buy one? No, sir, you cannot. You cannot. You cannot buy guns on YouTube. Why do people ask that? You can't do that. Honoram, which pistol you enjoy the most? I gotta tell you, Honoram, when it's running, this Springfield Prodigy is amazing. It is absolutely stellar. And then another one I really like shooting is my Glock 35. It's a 40 caliber, but I actually run it with a 9mm barrel in it. They're really, really fun to shoot. Con, where am I from? I am from Austin, Texas. Outside of Austin, Texas. Wow, I have 32 of you guys in here right now. If y'all could hit that like button, just so you know, if you're in the stream right now tonight, about 9:30 or 10, I believe Lady Llama is going to be on live with me tonight. I hope, and we're going to go. We're going to give away a T-shirt, and we're going to give away. We're going to do our spin the wheel for our donation to a veterans organization. It's not a lot of money, but it's something. So if anyone does do super chats to my channel, when YouTube pays out the super chat, we give a portion of that to a veterans organization. So just so you know, if anyone does super chat to my channel, we do give portions of that to veterans organizations. So tonight, 9:30, 10 o'clock, we're going to go live, and at some point we're going to spin our wheel, give away our donation, and then we are going to also spin a wheel to give away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt. But you got to be on the live for that one. Who's in here? Which cal does the Prodigy use? It's a 9mm. It's a 9mm on around. Nolan, guns, yes. Yes, sir. Guns. Pointing right at you. Gaming with Tommy. Already did. You already liked? Con. Hey, welcome from India, Con. That's awesome, brother. Like, subscribe. Yes, thanks. Thanks, Gaming with Tommy. Pellman. As a Russian, I think he is in Walmart right now. Oh, you think I'm in Walmart? Pellman? Yeah, because you walk into any store in the U.S. and just kind of buy guns. It's not really like that. It kind of is, but Walmart, you know, that's funny though. Favorite quote, leave the gun, take the cannolis. Oh, Vaden. So tonight I got to change my movie quote. And so that one could make the cut. Leave the gun, take the cannolis. I like that. Honoram, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I got 40 of you watching right now. That is amazing for the middle of the day. If you're watching, hit that like button. This was not meant to be a full-blown live, but tonight, 9:30 or 10, we're going to go live. We are giving away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt, and we are spinning our wheel to donate to our first veterans organization. So anyone who super chats to the Tactical Llama, when YouTube pays out that money, we give a portion of that to a veterans organization. It may only be $20, but you know, we always want to let people know that money that we do get from our super chats, we do donate portions of that to a veterans organization, and any little bit helps. Any little bit helps. So, Mr. Khan, I need here in Pakistan. What is the process? What do you mean, what's the process? Mr. Khan, like to buy a gun? I don't know what the process is in Pakistan. I know here in the U.S. we can't send you a gun. That's illegal, brother. That's illegal. Can't do that. Yeah, Mr. Khan, you can't buy a gun. But you can give us a super chat and support the organization, support the Tactical Llama for us giving donations to veterans groups. So Yeah, you can't buy a gun, bro. You can't buy guns off YouTube. That's illegal. You can't do it. Can't do it. It's illegal. But I got 45 watching right now, which is amazing right now, y'all. 47. Double tap that screen. If I got 47 people watching right now, that means I should have 47 likes. Again, tonight, 9:30 or 10, we are giving away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt. You got to be in the U.S. though, and you got to be on the live to possibly win it. And then we're going to spin our wheel for any super chats that we get. We actually give a portion of that to the veterans organizations. Who's on here? Sir Blythe, hey, from South Africa, brother. Thanks for being here. I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Vaden, 3D printer, go. Brett, through con. There you go. Stormtrooper, what's up? You're lurking, man. You're lurking. But thanks for being here. Angel Perez, -1. Why are you giving me a -1, brother? You don't even know me, man. I could be a 10. I could be a motherfucking 10. Motherfucking 10. -1. What are you thinking, man? But yes, buy legal way, bro. Yeah, con. Yeah, you gotta buy. You can't do guns on YouTube, first of all. And I can't buy a gun and sell it to you and send it to Pakistan or wherever, because that's illegal too. Can't do it. So, but double tap that screen. I got 54 of you in here. Y'all, double tap that screen or hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It helps to grow the channel. Subscribe. If you're here in the U.S. tonight at 9:30 or 10, we're going to go live. We're giving away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt, but you got to be on this, and we're going to spin our wheel for donation to a veterans organization because our super chats do support. So, thanks for being here. PC Gaming, love guns. Yeah, I do. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. So, but if you are on here, hit that like button. Double tap that screen if you're on your phone and hit that thumbs up. I got 50 watching, which means I should have 50 likes. Every person that touches this video should be hitting that like button. That's just the way it goes, y'all. You got to be doing that. You got questions about the guns on the wall? Let me know. We'll be happy to answer them. Kratom Craving. Dude, he lives in the U.S. Why are you asking him if he lives in the U.S.? Use Google or ask a cop in your country how to do it. Thanks, Kratom Craving. Yeah. Carl Altus. Have you ever noticed all the people asking for support for veterans organizations, but as a veteran, I have never found a veterans organization willing to supplement? What do you mean willing to supplement, Carl? What do you mean you haven't found one willing to supplement? I mean, so, Wounded Warriors, Tunnel to Towers, Gary Sinise Foundation, K9s for Veterans. I mean, there's a lot of them out there that are worth giving to be honest. And Verdum, yeah. Is the chassis system hanging below the sign? Yeah, Stormtrooper, that is the Pix Plus from Recover Tactical. I just don't have my pistol brace on it right now, but there will be. Let me get out of the way and I'll show so you can see it. There you go. So this is the Glock chassis, and right now I have a Glock 17 in it. Yeah, that's what's in there right now. So, and we have a SIG Romeo red dot on it. But yeah, I'll have the pistol brace on it tonight when we go live. I got 56 of you in here. Double tap that screen. Give me the likes. Hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the Tactical Llama, y'all. I've been around for over 2 years now. I'm not going anywhere. So when I ask for, if you do super chats, again, I'm not asking for your money. Let's just be clear. I'm not asking for money. If you do happen to donate and give super chats to the channel, we provide portions of that to a veterans organization that we're going to spin our wheel tonight and give a portion of that. So just be clear on that. I'm not straight up asking for money. That's not what I do. Hey boss. Hey, what's up? El Espacio. What's happening? Mr. Khan, that's why I asked here in Pakistan not give real gun, they give fake guns. Yeah, we don't want fake guns. Doyle Porter, welcome to the channel. Thank you. This is my GF25 shotgun. This is my ATA Etro pump shotgun. That is my Glock 17 chassis. That is my 300 Blackout. This is my Springfield Prodigy, and this is my SAR USA SAR 2000. Only a portion of what I have, but I can't get them all on the live at one time. Stormtrooper, a pretty sweet setup. The way I've got it going right here, Stormtrooper, I'm trying to get something set up here cool. You know, it's just, you know, you're limited. With where I'm at, I can't really push my camera far back or have a wall far enough to give you guys more stuff. I wish I could. I might be able to squeeze more stuff in here, but then it gets cluttered, and then it's really hard to kind of see what's around here. So, have you tried the PSA AKV and 9mm? No, Kratom. You know, that's one that I've been wanting a long time. You know, 9mm all day long for stuff like that, right? I could get them in an AR platform, but I think I would love to have an AKV. I really do. Maybe that'll be my next gun I buy. I've been thinking about which gun to buy. That might be the one I get. Never found one willing to help me. I'm a house pump. What do you mean, Carl? When you say one willing to help you, Carl, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, what were you needing help with? Because we have a lot of veterans that jump in here, and you know, it's possible, you know, someone may have options for you. You know, Carl, hit me up at the Tactical Llama at gmail.com, Carl. You know, I'd be willing to do some research, send some emails. So, Carl, hit me up at the Tactical Llama at gmail.com, Carl. I'm not, you know, that's what a lot of us YouTubers are about, is helping other veterans. And so, the problem is our government, while it does do stuff for veterans, it doesn't do enough of the right stuff, and that's what's frustrating about it. So, you know, hit me up, Carl. I'll be willing to do some research and reach out to other veterans that have GunTube channels. So don't ever think there's not help. We can always look for it. Ethan Scott, hey, what's happening? John Trejo, hello Tactical Llama. What are your thoughts on gun socks? What do you mean gun socks? Like the socks that cover your guns? Like, I've seen them, if that's what you're talking about. A lot of people use them on rifles, like hunting rifles, you know, bolt action. I don't use them on any of my stuff. There's a spider behind you. Holy shit, hold it where? Yeah, messing with me. It was Akaben. No railgun. No. Believe it or not, here in the U.S., it's not as crazy as everyone seems to think it is. We don't just have railguns and tanks in our driveways. Kratom Cribbing, it's the best money I've spent. Okay, Kratom, damn it. You know what? I'm going to have to look into that. I've wanted to get an AKV. I've just never, no pun intended, pulled the trigger. And I think I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to get an AKV. I really do. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to. DDRR. 300 Blackout works better suppressed than other calibers. Yes, DDRR. This is my Palmetto State Armory 300 Blackout. And it is suppressed with an energetic Peak 30. This is one of my absolute favorite guns. If you want to know more about it, DDRR, let me know, and I'll run through the whole setup for you. Jerome, I told you I was going to come back, brother. Remember I told you I was going to test and see how it did? So I had 4 views when I was going through my software. I'm at 63 right now. I had over 70. So if you're just joining the channel, a couple things. Tonight, 9:30 or 10, Tactical Llama is going to go live tonight with the Lady Llama, so my wife's going to be on with me. We're going to give away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt, so you got to be on the live for a chance to win that. and then we're going to do our live donation to our veterans organization. So any super chats that we do get on this channel, we provide a portion of that to a veterans organization. Yes. DDR, would I use a muzzle loader? Sure. I've never had an opportunity, but I would shoot one. Hell yeah. Lords of Chaos, 100%. What, L? Lords of Chaos, what's 100%? You gotta expand on that. I'm old, man. You gotta expand on that for me. I got a Chevy truck. There you go, Vaden. Oh wait. It was, what's the most crazy caliber that we can have in the U.S.? If you're talking about a rifle or a firearm, if it's a bolt action or if it's a semi-auto, any caliber you want. I mean, what you want? 20 millimeter? Go get a 20 millimeter. Or you want 50 caliber, 50 BMG? Get a 50 BMG. Yeah, you can have whatever. The caliber I have, the biggest caliber I have, is a 50 Beowulf. So yeah, they got a Chevy truck. That is a tank. Carl, I've looked into numerous veterans organizations willing to ask for money, but they have no way to apply for support they promise to provide. Yeah, Carl, again, don't give up. Like I said, any veterans that are on any channel and any gun tuber channel, there's a lot of us out here. You never know who might have the right connection. So like I said, Carl, hit me up, thetacticalllama@gmail.com. Give me your name, last name, and of course, any stream that we're on, any live that we're on, we will always reach out and let people know, hey, we're reaching out for Carl. You guys have any thoughts, answers, whatever? Always, 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 man. There's always a chance somewhere. 91 of you watching right now. This is insane. Double tap that like button. Make sure you all subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I got over 1,000 videos on there. We do lives, we do shorts, we do reviews, we do gun range stuff. So go ahead and hit that up. Trejo, yes, gun socks that cover handguns and rifles, they're worth getting or not. It depends on what they're for, John. There's some rifles out there, some guns out there that I would want that on, because it will help protect with nicks, scratches, scrapes. These guns right here, I'm not putting a gun sock on. I really don't care. I shoot them, they get beat up, they get nicked, they get dinged, they get scratched. That just shows me that I'm using them. So I don't, but there are some things, some people put like more than one firearm in a bag, and so it's possible for those. So they have their purpose. They do have their purpose. I don't even know what a 50 SOCOM is. DDRRR. I don't know what a 50 SOCOM is. There's a 50 BMG. So is that what you mean? Like a 50 Beowulf versus like a 50 BMG? What's up, Russ? What's happening, man? Welcome to the live. You guys are killing it. I love it. This is awesome. This was never really meant to be a live that was going to stay on for very long right now. I was just testing some stuff. But I love it. I'll sit here and chat with you guys as long as you want to stay on the stream. Because I got 69 of you watching right now, which is amazing. Love it, you guys. This is amazing. So, if you're new to the channel, Tactical Llama, I'm a veteran. I was in the Army. I was a forward observer. I'm a paramedic. So I'm still in public safety. I've been doing public safety stuff for 20 years now. And so I do that kind of stuff. I'm not a gun guy. I'm a guy that likes guns. And so do I know everything? Hell no. Do I know some stuff? Sure. But that's me. The channel does reviews. It does gun range stuff. It does lives. If you super chat the channel, any super chats that we get or donations to the channel, we always give portions of it to veterans organizations. In fact, tonight we're going to spin our wheel and give a donation tonight. Tonight we're going to give away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt, but you got to be on the live tonight to win it. If you're not on the live and you don't reply in the chat, you won't be able to win. A 450 SOCOM, or are you mean 458 SOCOM? I think we're narrowing it down, right? I think we're narrowing it down. What's your go-to home defense? So, Chris, two things. Two things in my home defense. One is my 300 blackout right here that's suppressed. And my pistol is my Glock 43X MOS. Those are my home defense. I Googled it. Yours is bigger. What do you mean mine's bigger? I know, DDR. You don't got to say it out loud. You know, I'm saying there could be kids watching right now. Don't be saying about things bigger. You know what I'm saying? Should I do another live tonight? Jerome, you should live all the time if you can. If it's something that you're trying to grow your channel, go ahead and go ahead and stream, man. Go ahead and stream. You know, Saturday nights can be fun. They can be difficult. You will have some competition, right? You could have Everyday Carry on. You could have Dust Cover Actual on. You could have Papa's Pews on. Pistol Pete could be on. The Arms Room could be on. There's just, Below Average Utah Dad won't be on because he's on orders. So, but jump in there if you have the time. So the 458 SOCOM and the 50 Beowulf, they're both smaller rim cartridges. They're not like a 5.56 bullet. They're heavier, larger caliber rounds. And so I wish I had one out here to show you, and I don't. But they're going to extract the same way, and so the bullet size and the weight is obviously different between a 458. Not much though. 458 SOCOM and 50 Beowulf. To be honest, the size is not much different, but the powder, the weight of the bullets, those are some of the difference. But they're still going to fire out of a. You can put them on an AR lower, and you can fire them out of a 5.56 magazine. Mr. Collin, you're back. You're back. Do some diff. Hey, what's happening? Welcome to the live. John Trejo, last question. Was thinking about getting a Taurus Judge public defender. Is that just a gimmick gun or something you could trust your life with? John Trejo, you could trust your life to that judge. Absolutely. You could trust your life to that judge. As long as you're comfortable with a pistol, absolutely. Absolutely. 9mm best round. What do you mean, DDR? What's the best round? There's so many different rounds. I think the best overall weight to carry, 124 grain. If you're shooting suppressed, 147 grain. Target shooting, 9mm, 115 grain all day long. If you get any smaller than that, you're definitely supersonic rounds are going to be faster rounds. But if you're looking for suppression, 124 and above, but even 124 is not optimal for suppression, 147 is. And Kansas Freeman, rebated rim. What does that mean? Oh, are you talking about the casing on the 458 SOCOM on the 50 Beowulf, Kansas Freeman? Is that what you're talking about in terms of those? Oh, yeah, okay. I never heard that term before. If I buy enough guns, nobody will mention my tiny member, right? Papa Bear, are you saying that I have a small one? Hey, man, don't talk about my member on this channel. Kids could be watching. It's Saturday. So, don't talk about my member in public, man. Come on. 76 people watching right now. That's amazing for a Saturday in the afternoon. I appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe for me. Go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, I'm the Tactical Llama. I'm a veteran. I was in the Army. I'm a paramedic. I work in public safety. I'm not a gun guy. I'm a guy that likes guns, though. I don't know everything. Like, I didn't know that thing that rebated rim on the 50 Beowulf. I didn't know that. But I do now. Tonight, on our live stream, 9:30, 10 o'clock, we're going to go live. We're going to give away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt, but you got to be on the stream to win. And we are doing our first Super Chat donation to a veterans organization. So anyone who does super chat and support the channel, we do donate funds to veterans organizations. I wondered what the heavier rounds are for that suppression. Yes, DDRRR. Because the heavier the round, the slower it is, and so I can't remember the number. Anything less than 1,000 or 1,050 feet per second is technically subsonic, like something like that. 1,000, 1,050. Anything slower than that is subsonic, and 147 grain is a subsonic round. Carl Altus, my wife is 100% disabled veterans. I help veterans with claims for years. I had to stop when my disabilities got worse. So Carl, man, reach out then. You know, sometimes you got to get an attorney involved. Kids could be watching with a background full of guns. Yes, sir, Papa Bear. Why? Because you should educate kids. Whiskey helps. I'm not a whiskey fan, but some things do help. Some things like that do help. So what's happening? Welcome to the channel. But Papa Bear, yeah, a channel full of guns. But you know what, Papa Bear? I'm following the rules set by YouTube. That says I can't handle firearms on the channel. I can't do anything on the channel that violates the community guidelines. So those of us who follow the law, it's not a problem. Not to mention, we should educate our kids about firearms. We shouldn't make them scared of firearms. These firearms, they're not hurting anybody. They don't hurt anybody unless somebody uneducated behind them or unwell does something with them. So we should educate people about firearms. Everybody should carry. If in this country, in this world, you think law enforcement is there to protect you, you are flat mistaken. Do I absolutely respect law enforcement? Yes, they have a very tough job. But they don't have time to get there to protect you. It's not going to happen. Okay? So yeah, just saying. Zizug, what is my OnlyFans? You know, Zizug, if I gave my OnlyFans out right now, I'm afraid all of you would leave this stream, and then I wouldn't have anybody watching. So I can't put my OnlyFans out right now. It's called trigger control and muzzle control, but yeah, what do you mean DDRR? Trigger control, muzzle control. Z-Doug, Z-Zug, I just told you, man, I can't give out my OnlyFans because you guys will even go watch that. Law enforcement only investigates after something happens. Yeah, M. Gabriel, like I said, I respect law enforcement, but if you're an imminent threat, you don't get a chance to call 911 to come save you. Does anyone know what the average response time in the United States is for law enforcement response? Y'all put it in the chat if you guys know what the average response time is in the U.S. for a law enforcement response. And then tell me if they're going to save you. So Papa Bear, yeah, there are guns and we should educate people about them. Don't tell people to be scared of them. I thought they're going to protect me from cartels. Stephen Randolph, that's a whole different conversation, man. The police are not protecting you from cartels. That's not what's happening. Okay? Those are whole different organizations that are handling them. What's up? If the suspect is black, the response time is shorter. You know, MV33, I'm not going to be mad about that. That's your opinion, right? On this channel, we open for all discussion, all discourse. All of that is fair game. We can have a conversation about it. I've been in public safety for 20 years, so I think I have a little bit of firsthand knowledge about that kind of stuff, but we can certainly have that discussion, brother. That's what this is all about. That's what this channel's about. Free discussion. You guys can do whatever you want. Thanks, Max Zraka. I appreciate it. It's not everything by any stretch of the imagination. I can only fit so much on the wall. So tonight, this is the stuff I wanted to put on the wall tonight. So, but I try to switch it up on my streams so people can see different stuff. The Ramen Lord, I do have a 1911. It's not out here right now, but tonight I might have it on the stream. I might have my 1911 on the stream. I have a Rock Island TAC. What's on the wall, man? So Max, so Starting from here, this is my 7.5 inch 300 blackout from Palmetto State Armory. This is a chassis, and inside this chassis is a Glock 17. This is a GF25 magazine-fed shotgun. This is an ATA Etro pump shotgun. And then that's an M5A1 bayonet. And that is just a shitty knife. And then up front here is a Springfield Prodigy 5-inch. And this is a SAR USA SAR 2000. By any chance you have a SIG 250? I don't know what a SIG 250 is. My home protection is a SIG 226. Nice, nice. Hi, baby. What is got Tapco SKS? What do you mean? Cost Cleaver, should everybody be able to buy a full automatic weapon? Class, yes, I do. I think fully automatic weapons should be allowed. Should you still need to kind of make sure that you're not a felon and stuff? Absolutely. Do you have a car 98K? I do not. I do not. In the middle of getting my pistol permit, New York planned on getting the Glock 19. Any concealed carry recommendations? Max, a Glock 19 is a solid choice for a concealed carry. I'm a little fluffier kind of guy, and so I can't appendix carry because I'm a little fluffier, it's uncomfortable. But a Glock 19, because it's the shorter barrel, like a Glock 17 is a little bit longer, a Glock 19 is a solid choice. Seuss, what's up, man? What's happening, Seuss? Look at that, you finally caught the stream, brother. Thai baby, a ska. What do you mean? An SKS? Are you asking if I have an SKS, Thai baby? Paladin, treat all guns, if they're loaded, always point muzzle in a safe direction. Keep finger off the trigger, be aware of your target and what's beyond it, and don't pull the trigger and don't pull a gun unless you mean to destroy what's in front of you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Paladin. Cali Cool Guns, full auto for felons, yes or no? No, felons shouldn't have a gun at all. You broke the law. I respect the law. If I was a felon, I would not want to have a. I wouldn't expect that I could own a firearm either. What's your favorite gun that you own? The Ramen Lord. This right here is one of my absolute favorite gun, my 300 Blackout. And then I actually have an AP5, which is an MP5 clone, which is another one of my absolute favorite guns. Does not matter what you choose for carry or home defense as long as you practice. Yeah, Carl. Always get a gun that you're comfortable with. Make sure it's reliable, but make sure you practice with it. That's the long and the short of it. Wexmore, welcome to the channel. What's the price of those behind you? I have no idea, actually. So just briefly, so this entire setup of this 300 Blackout is about $2,000. That's the entire setup. This setup right here is about $700 for the chassis and the Glock 19. Believe it or not, one of my favorite shotguns I own, $200. And this one's about $250. But yeah, this is the expensive one on the wall. But it's got an EO tank, it's got a suppressor, it's got all kinds of upgrades on it. 66 of you in the chat right now. Double tap that like. Hit that thumbs up button. You guys are awesome. Keep the chats coming. I appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Also, so you do know, if you super chat to my channel, if you guys make donations to the Tactical Llama, that helps me keep going to the range. But we also donate portions of those to a veterans organization. So tonight, we are doing our donation to a veterans organization, so you guys can see that we actually do donate that. And on our live tonight, we're going to give away a Tactical Llama t-shirt. But you got to be on the live tonight for a chance to win and be in the U.S. Dallas, Texas Gun to Cook and Pop Out, Rock Out Bars, brother. Welcome, man. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you on a live in a while, to be honest. I know you've been in the chats before. I don't know the last time I saw you, though. Class cleaver, but isn't a full automatic weapon much more dangerous to use for nearly everybody? You know, Class, it can be, but I'll tell you what, right now, full automatic, the chance of you hitting your targets, a lot less than semi-automatic, and I can pull the trigger on this beast right here stupidly fast. Just saying. Keep it up, my bro. Thanks, Dallas. I appreciate it. Cali Cool Guns, so you agree there should be laws on firearms? Yes, Cali Cool Guns, I do believe there should be limitations. I'm a Second Amendment supporter, 100%, but I do believe there are limitations. Got any 22s? I do. I have a Taurus TX22 competition, and I have a 22 rifle. All right, you have some language on here I can't read. Hang on a second. Canned food. Wow, it's a gun. Canned food. That's funny. Glock 17 Gen 5. There is a Glock 17 Gen 5 in this chassis right here. There is a Glock 17 right here in that chassis. What time is the live tonight? Ramen Lord, I think we're going to go on about 9:30 or 10. 9:30 or 10 Central Time. So I'm in Texas. So if you're East Coast, it's going to be 10:30. Or 11. If you're West Coast, it's going to be 7:30 or 8. GTV, sweet little guns you got there, brother. Thanks, GTV. Wexmore, that's impressive. I am from Germany, so I don't know much about 200 is cheaper than a paintball gun. Yes, sir, it is. Dallas, you're awesome, brother. White Doll, Glock 34 Gen 3 for the win. There you go, man. There you go. Mr. Jan, hey, from Swiss. I think you're my first person from Swiss. Welcome. Welcome. I'm from Korea. My Glocks, man. Welcome, Canned Food. Welcome to the channel. I love it. I've got a lot of international folks in here right now. It's pretty amazing. Got an HK 416? No, sir. No, I have no HKs. Can't afford that stuff. Cool Guns, do you believe in the Second Amendment? And are you agreeing there should be laws to infringe on those rights? That's kind of weird, don't you think? No, Cali Cool Guns, I do not think it's weird. You can support the Second Amendment and still believe in some certain laws. I believe that, and I'm not opposed to a background check. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I have nothing to worry about. So I don't care if I have to have a background check. Should we have just anybody in the world owning a gun? No. I've seen what guns can do in the wrong hands, and there's the problem, right? Our government punishes law-abiding citizens more than they punish criminals when it comes to that stuff. Just FYI. TC, any new guns on Firearm? Any news on firearms or laws? What do you mean, TC? You know, the last things that were out there, obviously, were the Hush Act and the Short Act. They got kind of fucked over in the Big Beautiful Bill, but there are some lawsuits that we believe they're going to win on because the tax, the $200 fee has been removed, and without that fee, the stamp is null and void. So those are the biggest things right there. David, bunch numbers, nice bayonet. I'm starting to get into collecting knives, but it's hard in Australia with restrictions. You know, David, I don't really have a lot of knives. This is an actual M5A bayonet. That is military bayonet, 100%. The Ramen Lord, what time in Utah? I don't really know the difference. The Ramen Lord, that would be 9:30 here, would be 8:30 there. Mr. Water 9, thoughts on running Glock 17's ADC versus Glock 19? Mr. Water 91, me personally, I would go with the Glock 19. The 17 is a longer barrel, so I would do the 19. I would do the 19. Ms. Gabriel, Australia has, yes they do. Yes they do. Caleb, drop a like if you're from Texas. Yes sir. Yes sir, give a like. Actually everyone, if you haven't liked the stream, go ahead and hit the like for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel for me. German gunsmiths are the best. You know, Klaus, German makes some amazing firearms. They absolutely do. Yeah, David. Yeah, there are control switchblades, butterflies, that kind of stuff. Yes, sir. I'm with you, bro. I'm also a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, Ramen Lord. Again, I do think there should be some sort of restrictions. I'm not saying a control, right, as a whole, but there has to be some sort of control. TC just generally. Any new gun laws? Yeah, so the things I just mentioned. Truth hurts. Love hurts from Nazareth as well. Just saying. I have no problems with guns, but owning too many of them is ridiculous. But why truth? Why? Why can somebody own 50 cars and that's not ridiculous? Why can somebody own 50 knives and that's not ridiculous? Why can somebody own, I don't know, 50 of anything and that be ridiculous? Right? These aren't hurting anybody. They're maintained. They're controlled. So why is that ridiculous? So you would consider yourself a liberal Second Amendment? I'm not a liberal. Cali Cool Guns. I am from California, though. I'll just tell you that. But I'm not a liberal Second Amendment advocate. You do not have to be a liberal Second Amendment advocate to believe in some sort of gun verification. Do I think you should be able to buy what you want? Yeah. Should you be able to buy a suppressor? Yeah. Should I be able to put whatever the fuck I want on this? Yeah. I absolutely believe in that. Should I believe felons who are criminals own firearms? Do I think somebody who is mentally unstable, should they own firearms? No. Do I think someone who's a piece of shit domestic abuser, should they have the right to own firearms? No. When you do things that endanger the public, you are not a citizen with the people. You're a danger to the citizens. You shouldn't have something that you're going to intentionally endanger someone with. There's a big difference between Second Amendment and just being an anarchist. Just saying. Thoughts on carry gun brands and models? M. Gabriel, Glock 43 XMOS, love that one. Glock 19, carry that one. Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 is a good one. Taurus GX4 carry is a good one. I mean, there's all kinds out there. Thanks, Gabriel. Appreciate it. Truth hurts. Thank you, sir. That guy that reacts. What's your favorite carbine? I'm a huge fan of an AR M4 carbine. It's absolutely. In fact, I don't have it on the wall. I wish I did tonight, but I don't have it on the wall. The guy that reacts. Do you have a 50 BMG? I don't, Ramen Lord. And the reason I don't, to be honest, is because I don't have a place to shoot it. If I owned my own property, I would probably own one by now. The biggest caliber I have is a 50 Beowulf, which is built off of an AR-15 platform. You could only use 2 at a time. What do you mean only use 2 at a time, Gabriel? I advise everybody to get a concealed carry license. Yes, sir, Carl. Absolutely. What's to stop you from handing them out? What do you mean handing out? Buying guns and handing them to people? You shouldn't. I wouldn't do that. Quick-wire. Armed society is a safe society. Yes, sir. Yep. More guns prevent more crimes. If people carried more often, there'd be less people getting shot. Why people use an M4 instead of a SCAR? Size, right? SCAR's a bigger caliber. Do some different, right? Yes, sir. You got a 416 Rigby? No, Rob. Hey, Rob. No, I do not have a 416 Rigby. I don't know why I would need a 416 Rigby, to be honest. That's crazy. Field Ramsey, yes, sir. Lee Sim, what? What do you mean, Lee Sim? What do you mean by what? Carl, I have 96 firearms. There's nothing wrong with having numerous firearms if they're properly stored. Yes, sir. So once you become a criminal, you lose your rights and everything that's in the Constitution, just the Second Amendment. You do lose other rights when you become a criminal. And you're convicted. Yeah, Callie, you do lose stuff. You do. Get to the chopper. I know I don't have a chopper on the wall right now. It's in the house. Curio and Relic license. What? No, Gabriel. No. Deagle 438 Scar. The Scar L is 5.56. Yeah. That's true. That's true. I mean, if you want a Scar, the Scar L, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, I think a lot of people just do the AR, that kind of platform, because it's well known, right? Highest caliber you have shot? 50, a 50 cal when I was in the Army. 203 grenade launcher, fully auto. The biggest caliber I have is a 50 Beowulf, but the largest caliber I fired when I was in the Army was the 50 cal. All right, camp. You'll be back. Truth hurts. Too many guns is just strange. Sorry. Hey, Truth, that's your opinion, and I appreciate that. I appreciate your opinion, right? That's the great thing about being here. Everyone can have their opinion, but it doesn't mean we have to be mean to each other about it, right? Right? Nothing wrong with that. You low-key have a liberal stance on guns. You know, Callie, maybe I am. Maybe I do have a liberal stance. True liberals hate guns, though. I'm just more of a moderate in the middle. I believe in some things if they're done well. Mr. Jan, what do you think about the Colt Carbine 5.56? Should I buy it? Yeah, solid. I mean, absolutely. Solid. Mikhail Taylor, ignored. Who's ignored? Reaper 10, 2A allows us to equal government. Government says no way. Yes, sir. How many is too many? Yeah, I agree. Gabriel, how many is too many? Different functions, different things. Do you have a Colt 45 Peacemaker? No, I do not have a Colt 45 Peacemaker, but I do have a Ruger Vaquero 45 Long Colt. I do have a wheel gun. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, all right, I'm back. Had to go let the dogs in. They're barking, driving me nuts. All right. You made a sick joke. You missed it. I'm sorry, Mikhail. I apologize for missing that. I try to catch everything. Sometimes the chat goes a little quicker than I do. I thought SIG is a joke. Oh, shit, Gabriel. That's harsh. That's harsh, man. That is harsh. I have 2 white labs, Ramen. 2 white labs. All right. You know what? This is killing me. I hate to do this. It hurts my heart. But I do got to jump off because I have to get some stuff done before tonight's live. But we are going to be live tonight, 9:30 to 10. Caden DeJong, this setup looks fire, bro. Thanks, Caden. Go ahead and subscribe and like. We're going to go live tonight. We're giving away a free Tactical Llama t-shirt tonight. And we're giving away our... we're doing our donation to our veterans organization. So again, any super chats and donations that come to the channel, we do support and we do donate portions of that to a veterans organization. So we're going to do that. Nate P, what kind of suppressor are you rocking? That is an Energetic Peak 30 on that one. I do have a JK155. It's pretty awesome. All right, Ramen Lord. SIG equals great value circumstance. That's funny, Mikhail. That is funny. So, but y'all, I hate to kill the stream right now. Like I said, I was just jumping on to do some testing, but you guys have been awesome. I mean, right in the middle of a Saturday, you guys are crushing it, and I really, really appreciate it. So, I am going to be back on tonight, and I think Lady Llama, my wife, is probably going to be on with me tonight. So, like I said, we're going to give away a free t-shirt and a Tactical Llama t-shirt, and we are going to do our donation to a veterans organization tonight. So we're going to be on 9:30 or 10, somewhere in there tonight. I'm gonna start a live stream reminder. So if you guys can be with us tonight, I would love it. I would love to see y'all come back onto the live tonight and have some more discussion. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end it 9:30, 10 o'clock tonight. Thank y'all so much for being on the live tonight. Thank y'all. I appreciate it.